Man, and that kid about 5-10 years ago up north in Iowa who I think he killed the gym teacher or something like that, and his
I
parents
thought
were
you.
terrified of him, and they would lock themselves in their bedroom at night when this kid,
What?
when they went to sleep. And that's where I draw the
I
line. That's
I
where I'm like, you know what? I got to get the state involved because I got this fucking psychopath who I'm terrified of. I'll be locking I create a fire hazard to prevent this fool from stabbing me in the middle of the night. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I feel for them. It's got to be a tough decision, but that's my line. When I'm scared of the kid, no. I can't lock the door.
That kid has never got a whooping in his life.
Yeah, I was gonna
Probably
say.
didn't, you know. I mean, it sounded like he
Maybe
had
that's
some mental issues aside from however the parenting was, but right. I don't think he ever got a whooping either. So I'm done for that.
that's
All right. Well, what do you know? Yet another episode, Squadcast motherfucking TV. It's one host, Fat Boy Chefin. The crew joined, soon to join. So let's go ahead and get this bad boy started. Hope we got people walking in the background. Sorry. All right. Sorry. First up, we got Godmother. How we doing, Godmother?
Hey, what's good with it? Oh shit.
Then of course, Brother DJ. How we doing there, broski? What's going on?
Peace to the family. How y'all doing?
Doing pretty good. Doing pretty good yourself.
Prospering, bro. Look at Godmama styling. I see you. I like look at you and Chef and y'all had the meeting. I don't know about the shades. I didn't get the memo.
Look, I found me. No offense if it was you, but I found me some real Gucci glasses at the IHOP today. Somebody left me a black.
That's a good breakfast. Shit. That's good breakfast shit.
That's a come up for sure.
Pancakes and shades, man. All right. Excuse me, what man? I can only assume that Godmother's taking a nod from me. You know, and if y'all saw the last Junkyard game, but Baby Sis 2 had on shades.
I saw that.
So, you know, it's the effect I'm having, you know. So, Brother DJ, you're next, I guess, huh? Shades on the next episode.
My shades is strictly for battle rap and personal appearances.
I see. Okay.
Speaking of battle rap, hold on. Speaking of battle rap,
yes, sir.
There's an event tomorrow, 1720 East 17th. Get you some battle league.
Get back here.
Rookie versus vets card going down. Doors open at 4:00. $15 at the door.
Where was that at again?
1720 East 17th Street.
Okay. What is that? Just a random building?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
When you see the cards, you will know that's what.
Right. Spot. Okay. All right. That's what's up. Are you going to be in it?
No.
Okay. Well, that's too bad. I mean, that being said, you know, certainly anybody out there watching, hop over to DJ's Instagram page. He's got all the links for his most recent battles, his most recent light work, you know.
Hey, you know, I try, you know what I'm saying? I'm 30 bagging people out here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Talking heavy, talking dirty, talking filthy. You know what I'm saying? King of the third rounds. It gets real dark.
King of the third rounds, huh? Is that okay? That's the title. All right, King of the third rounds.
King of the third. Hey, that's when it gets real. You know what I'm saying? Right. I get the real life in. You know, it's
you take your shirt off, you just standing there, no shirt, got the shades on, losing it.
The talk DJ, just be different.
DJ then got his braces off and got the going, huh?
Oh, y'all, that's what's up. All right, nice. Got them pearlies popping.
Yes. Hey. Godmother, I need the teeth whitening kit. What's good? I'm ready now. I ain't got the gates on there no more.
Okay. I'll see you something.
Bet I hit your cash
out. Hit me up today.
What's been going on with you, Godmother? It's been an episode or two since we haven't had you on.
I've been going through it, man. I ain't even gonna lie to the world.
Well, you got new shades, so that's something at least, huh?
But I mean, I've been good. I mean, you know, wake up every day. That's a blessing.
Right. You got any student loans?
Hell no.
Yeah, I would say not now. Not now, thanks to Biden. All right. About to say, that'd be some good news. I don't know if y'all saw Joe Biden.
Wish.
I actually
I'm about to go sign up for school and try to give me a check. No,
I actually did see that, brother Chef, and I actually was going to talk about that on my Wolf on Wall Street that I was going to do. Just touch on it a little bit because I think that's I think we can talk about that later. I'll give my
right.
It's a good thing, but
yeah, no, we can get in there here in just a minute. Let me ask y'all though, you guys make a trip to the fair this year? Iowa State Fair, world's greatest fair just happened. How'd that go for y'all?
Godmother, go ahead.
We didn't. It was decent. It was just me and the fiance, no kids, walking around.
Nice.
Eating some food, being fat.
Nice.
Went on Friday when it rained and hailed.
Oh, hell no, brother. Fuck that. That's scary.
No, but I was there before it happened.
Oh, okay.
But then, you know what I'm saying? But then it happened. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And motherfuckers was taking cover. The mix. Yeah. But it was a good experience. I got my gyro. I got my steak tip dinner.
Nice. I actually ended up going twice this year. 2 days in a row, even. We lost brother DJ. That's right. But I actually made my way over to the grandstands. Even there was some comedy show going on over there that my wife got tickets to, so we checked that out. Got plenty of drunk and fat food. Yeah, it was comedy. It was like it was this dude named like John Christ. He's a Midwest comedian. He mostly does religious jokes, mostly clean comedy. That being said, he has quite a bit of controversy in recent past for hitting on women inappropriately because he's getting a little fame. So
Hey,
you do comedy?
Do I?
You know what happened with the fair?
Why?
Because I'm not that funny.
Oh.
You don't think so?
No, I actually think I'm really funny, but I'm not smart enough to write a joke. I wouldn't even begin to.
Don't hype him up. Don't hype him up.
Come on, bro. I'm comedy, cuz you know that.
No,
best jokes.
You straight funny. You straight. I mean, I could see you doing a amateur night at the Funny Bone or some shit like that if you felt like doing it.
Bombing, all right?
Bombing?
Yeah, no, not my style. No, not my style. I can't play none of that stuff. It just comes naturally, all right? That's why most of it isn't funny.
Right? So you just gotta have a conversation with the crowd.
That's a fact.
Maybe.
Have a conversation with the crowd and get the talking how you talking. They're gonna get the oh my god.
Hey, all you gotta do is just talk shit to the heckler. Just heckle the heckler. You right. Good. The crowd go laugh at that.
Maybe I might have to. I might have to make a little visit.
Put it on your bucket list. Put it on your bucket list. You ain't gotta do it forever.
Right.
Test it out. Test the waters.
So the fair was a success this year. So that was great. 2 days in a row. Lots of food, lots of beer.
They took so much stuff from the fair. It's not even funny. No clown, no dunk tank, none of that shit. They kind of took
gross though.
They kind of shortened up the midway and kind of took a lot of shit out of the midway. It wasn't a lot of rides and games that like it used to be back in the some years ago or whatever.
They put the kids on the other side. They separated the kids.
Yeah, I saw
that.
They
moved the giant slide around too.
Yeah.
Do you hear they actually had to shut that down like the first day or two because they waxed it too much and people were flying off that motherfucker, hurting themselves, man. Ridiculous. I heard that actually happened at the like the Michigan State Fair too, around Detroit somewhere. Yeah, same shit.
Yeah, same shit.
Do we not learn our lessons?
Bro, I seen them black women going down there. They was losing phones and purses and keys and shit was flying. That shit was wild.
So good year for the fair. Now we actually haven't gone even the last couple of years, so it was nice just to get back out there and just be a part of the mess that is the fair. So, let's see here, man. Actually, I don't know if have we had a show since I've been to Michigan?
No.
Oh man, me and the wife took a week-long vacation up to Michigan. That was beautiful.
I saw that. Y'all had
Michigan's
a good time.
Great. I'm pretty sure we're gonna do something more in Michigan, whether we permanently vacation there for the rest of our lives or we buy a little piece of land or something. Michigan is definitely a home away from home.
Did you go shopping or did you take with?
Oh, I went shopping. Okay. It's real nice out there and convenient. Okay, it's actually the best experience I've had at any place in the country. What I thought. So, and they got so many cherries. I don't know if y'all know this, but Michigan got mad cherries up there. It is a cherry state, so much so that they advertise. In fact, even when they're washed, I'm not really sure why, but God forbid you don't get washed cherries, or that you would have to wash them yourselves. But and what's funny about that is we saw so many cherries, and we kept talking about we're gonna get some cherries, we're gonna get some cherries. We didn't get no goddamn cherries the whole time we were up there. But the day we got back, we went to the grocery store because we needed to refill the fridge, bought some cherries that were from Michigan. It's ridiculous.
How long was y'all there?
8 days.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
Beautiful.
We stayed a day in Illinois each way and back as well. Took our time. It was love, man. The Lake Michigan is gorgeous. The water, the air, the people, it's nice. So you get a chance to head up north somewhere. I suggest Michigan. Okay.
Considering that I'm a Chicago brother, I'm not gonna take no trip to Michigan. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
listen, we stayed on the west coast of Michigan exclusively. We didn't go to Flint. We didn't go to Detroit. No,
it
we
don't
didn't go
matter.
to Kalamazoo.
It don't
none of
matter.
that shit.
It don't matter.
We went to the most touristy areas you could possibly.
We don't fuck around in Michigan.
No, man, you got to. It's lovely.
No, I'm good.
And shit, it's fucking what, 45 minutes from Chicago? I mean, it's right there.
I'll pass.
It's right fucking there.
I'll go to Milwaukee.
Milwaukee.
I'll go to Milwaukee before I go to Michigan. Or any city in Michigan.
Milwaukee now. But,
and my projects with Cuckoo Cow. Holla at your boy.
All right. And I got one last one for you, man. I just got back this past weekend from Minnesota, from Minneapolis, seeing Kendrick Lamar.
I saw that.
Yeah, Mr. Around the Hot Steppers tour.
How was that?
The Big Steppers, man. It was fucking amazing. And the wife got the tickets for our anniversary. We were super close.
There we go.
Right, he was just right there. All the action was just right there, man.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah,
happy anniversary, man.
It was actually in St. Paul. Appreciate that. Well, it was back in June, but that's when this is when what the tickets are for. But still, thank you. So, but so that was just a beautiful experience as well, man. So it was great. A nice little busy month for me. So that's me in a nutshell. Now I'm broke as fuck, and a piece of my car fell off on the way there. A piece of the trim. So I got to get that fixed. So.
What? For real?
But then evidently Ford Explorer, the window trim that goes over the windshield and shit. That shit evidently just flies off exactly like mine did driving down the highway. So I was like, oh, okay. There goes a piece of my car.
Oh man.
I'm not laughing.
So I'm laughing with you. Hey, I appreciate that, Godmother. I do. I really do. Well, let's switch it up here a little bit. Let's talk about that student loan bill, man. Because I'll tell you what, I'm about to be a few $1,000s richer here as soon as I get this paperwork moving. Oh my God!
Let the people know that I'm debt tremendously, over $4.5 million in debt. And
you are, Godmother?
I need Biden to send me a check.
Oh, we can't help you. We can't help you. It's over.
Hey, we need Uncle Joe to send another stimmy out.
Right. Right.
Hey, but go ahead and let the people know about the student loan shit. We'll get into it.
So yeah, just that if you owe, if you are not a Pell Grant recipient, you can get up to $10,000 forgiven, and if you are a Pell Grant recipient, you can get up to $20,000 forgiven. So that's beautiful. Plus, it also limits how much of your income that your payments can be, from 10% down to 5% of your, I think, yearly or monthly, which is obviously the same, but so that, payments are smaller for those people who still got a little bit of debt there, or some debts there. There's something else too. I can't remember what, but some other program that they're going to be reforming or adding money to that's related to this. But so, I have to say, I'm going to do it, Joe. I'm gonna do it, Joe. You get 3. You don't get 4, 5, or 6 because you should just forgive all the debt. All right.
Well,
and college should be free. It's that simple, But
we gotta start. Everybody got their own opinion, so that's
to further your education, it should be free. It should be on the house. Like that's more important than anything else. Because what the hell?
Right. I mean, your 2-year degree at least, right?
Versus y'all giving free money for people sitting on their ass, not doing nothing, food stamps and all type of low fun shit. Why can't the people trying to do something get something? Stop, please.
Well, that's a way to put it. But either way, it should be free. It should be free.
I think the student loan forgiveness is a beautiful thing for everybody who has student loans, whether you're a Pell Grant recipient or not. This definitely is going to lighten the load in a tough time for a lot of people, a lot of households. Definitely lower minimum payments and all the other good stuff. I think this is long overdue. This is something that should have happened. He could have implemented when he was in office, but I mean, when he, acclimated himself, start doing shit. No president is going to do shit just like the first day and start, whatever. But, I think he should have did it some months ago, whatever the case may be. But yeah, man, I'm all for it, man. We'll see if it, how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all get y'all paperwork together. Make sure y'all, get your documentation and shit. Send that shit in when that shit becomes, and y'all good.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
But should college be free? I think at least up to associate's degree. I think at least up to associate's degree.
Hell, that or some sort of trade school, the initial certificate, something like that.
Right.
One of the biggest issues I had with college after the fact is I feel like I got set up, by any basic measurement. I was not a good student in high school. And the last thing I should have done was what the fuck in college. But everybody's telling me I should go to college. And not only if I do, I'm going to succeed.
Why you have
I couldn't even complete fucking college, let alone succeed, benefit from anything I learned from it in the first place. So
college isn't built for everybody, number one. Number two, I only made it through college because I was an athlete. If it wasn't for that, I don't know what I would have done, to be real with you.
You would have had the will to keep going, to keep in the books,
and third, did I retain some stuff from college? Yeah, I did. But most of that shit's gone. Like it's just the paper now. I just got the documentation to show. Yeah, I graduated. I got my degree. You know what I'm saying? Right. I'm quote unquote certified in this particular area of study.
Black, welcome to the show, brother.
Is that him?
Looking like a shadow of your former self or something here. I don't know if you're muted, bro.
You're muted. You got your mic off. There you go.
There you go. Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Okay. My bad. What's good, squad?
Bro.
I got your darkie all right. I just seen your son too. That practice.
Did you?
Bro, you in all that light and we still can't see.
Right, it don't even make sense.
That,
I'm not even being funny.
You can't stand in front of the light. You have to stand behind it.
Yeah.
Nah, man, I've been at practice and my phone died. I got a charger.
I see. Well, I see you got it plugged in, so you can't move too much well with it. See?
Yeah, bro. It's tight right now. Hey, bro, I just said practice.
Yeah, actually, man, I saw you out there yesterday, bro. I don't know if you heard me honk. I went by your boys practicing over at North, didn't he?
Oh, that was you?
Yeah, man. Yeah, okay, I saw you sitting out there as I was cruising by.
Yeah, man. Had proud dad moment.
Right, how's you doing out there?
I'm enjoying it. This the first year, so I'm just having a ball.
Right.
This is first time?
Yep, this is first year, so yeah.
Yay.
He got attacked the other day, so yeah, it's a work in progress.
All right. All right.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
What else been going on with you, bro? How's the job treating you?
Man, slow motion. It's cake, bro. It's super cake. I've been at Iowa State all day, so I was enjoying the good life.
Oh, okay. You wrapped up the work duties over at the fair?
Oh, yeah, that's damn. Yeah,
y'all don't have to break none of that stuff down? You just had to do the setup stuff?
We had to do breakdowns, too. We did that all day the day after the fair was over.
I see.
22 damn.
Right. Goddamn.
I heard Cuz talking about, I'm assuming if y'all talking about school and stuff, y'all had to be talking about Biden letting people get that good borrowing money back.
Right. Finally. Well, we don't have to have a degree. That's not a stipulation. I'm fucked. I just thought about that. I'm totally fucked if that's part of the requirement. Oh, man. But what's your opinion on that, bro? Do you have student loans yourself?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't graduate, but I mean, yeah, I'm all for it. I would not.
Hell yeah, motherfucker. I'm a millennial.
I talked to somebody about this at work, and they was upset about it. And I don't get what did you upset about. He was one of the people that I guess got Pell Grants, but he didn't have no real loans. I mean, I get that. But why would you be mad at him helping out the ones that can't afford to pay out their loans? Why are you upset with him?
Yeah, that's weird, man. That's weird.
You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm cool with it. And then even if I was one of the ones that didn't have student loans, I wouldn't have a problem with it. I mean, hell, your girl's stealing all this damn money. Hey, let somebody help us out sometime.
I mean, I'm gonna start hitting motherfuckers up like, hey man, I heard they forgiving you loans. I need my $40. I know you got it now, okay? Thank God for Biden. Give me my money. So yeah, so student loans, that's good. College should be free.
Yeah. I mean, at least tuition should be lowered. Like, it shouldn't be as much as it is.
Man,
if anything, if you're trying to get your money, then do that. But you should lower it. Like, can't nobody fucking afford that. They can't.
No, you got all like I'm just gonna speak on like the big universities, right? Like the Division Ones, the big ones, like even like they sports programs make so much money.
Exactly.
You can't tell me that they can't allocate that money to where they can lower the tuition. We're talking about millions. That one department, the sports. A football team alone. A football team alone.
We buy the teacher supplies and everything like that for the school year. So I don't see why we should get a deductible or a tax write-off on we contribute to y'all because these school supplies is outrageous.
And the thing that bothers my mind is
eraser thing for the draw erase marker in the thing. Like, what the fuck is going on?
I just don't understand. Colleges is raping kids in today's time. I don't give a fuck what you say. You paying for if you staying on a dorm, you paying for food, you paying for your room. That shit come out to you paying damn at $200 a month, and that's more than you might as well get you a damn apartment and plug it out. Go your ass. Come on, bro, cut it. Like Cuz said, these fucking sports programs making all this money, and then you still charging these kids all this motherfucking money just to go to school for them to be having fucking debt. And then
I just don't see how you could be
don't even fucking get a job at what they making.
$100,000 in debt. It doesn't even make sense.
It's a fucking setup.
Right. If you're in college up until 26, you're on your parents' insurance, but you can take out $100,000 in debt. They don't even trust you to bandage yourself up properly when you get it cut. But you can take out $100,000 in debt. That doesn't even make sense at all.
That's a fact.
Totally ass backwards there.
All about $1.
Definitely. There's some university, I can't think of it, but they have a fucking lazy river that runs through like the front part, like through their campus. And it's like state-funded school. So they're getting taxpayers' dollars to do this shit and charging exorbitant prices and have a sports program that makes them millions of dollars every year in the process as well. It's fucking crazy, man. Where the coach is getting paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. Right. But that being said, didn't they just NCAA just now
that's why I was about to say NIL
to get paid?
Yeah, NIL, and they was mad about that. That's how you know they crooked and dirty as hell. How you mad they created something to get players and athletes paid, and y'all making all fucking coaches making $1 million. Fucking Nick Saban got that crazy ass contract, and he's fucking 70 years old. He won't even live to fucking spend that money.
Right. That's a very good point, bro. But these kids take $150, from someone at a bar because they are a recognized football player. They could lose their whole goddamn scholarship. You know what I mean? Like that's just fucking crazy.
That's why I say they're a joke, boy. They're a joke.
Scrutiny that we played under. I played under that scrutiny. I was like, they told us you can't take money from boosters. You can't take money. They can't say it was a gift. You can't do none of this shit. The only thing that they gave us was a work study job, and we got paid whatever the minimum wage was at that time, and we got a check once a month. That was it. And you'd be lucky to get 30 hours in a month. You feel me? So, but I'm glad these kids got these NIL deals because they making a lot of money for themselves. They should have been making a lot of money for themselves. These universities been getting paid off their lightningness, selling their jerseys. You know what I'm saying? All type of stuff getting paid off these kids, and all you got to say is, well, we gave them a scholarship.
Exactly. Because my thing is, just look at NCAA. Fucking all them video games they had out, all motherfuckers was banning them shits years ago. Like, and all that was NIL, should have been NIL paid too back then. But they wasn't getting no money off that shit. But NCAA was. Fuck out of here.
It's taking advantage of kids. It's straight up child abuse, man. I don't give a fuck if this kid's 18 years old or not, man. That's just child abuse. You know he's dumb, young, has no power. Just taking advantage of him. All because he hopes he's going to be part of the 0.01% that makes it into professional sports. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy. All right, well, let's switch it up here a little bit. I want to touch on something real quick that I thought was just interesting. Just you guys, well, not everybody here, Brother DJ, you don't drink too much, but we all drink a little something from time to time, you know.
I only drink water.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Between Michigan and Fair, man, I was fucking smashed like 4 or 5 times last week. It was just it's a little intense last week. Party hardy.
I was tipsy when we went to the fair. We had some beers, but we had snuck in. Like I had.
Boy, that was your ass in Tito's bottles, huh? I seen a bunch of Tito's bottles in the ground. That was your ass.
And stuffed it, and we was walking around with the beers and the liquor. Like, hey, we can eat up some shit.
I seen 100 Tito's on the ground.
I bring that up though because
knocked out.
I'd be thinking about, you know, the few moments where I had driven home after drinking, not intoxicated. You know, I had no test that said otherwise. That's the best. That's all I could go off of, right? But someone who did get caught drinking and driving, Nancy Pelosi's husband. And he actually just got sentenced. And I thought it was interesting because he got sentenced to 5 days in jail. But he got 2 days for credit for the first 2 days he did spend in jail after getting arrested. And then he also got 2 days off for good behavior for the 2 days he was in jail. I mean, I don't know how much hassle some 70-year-old motherfucker in jail could be. So the motherfucker got to serve 1 day in jail.
Sure
1 day in jail. That's it. I remember back in the day, my auntie got a DUI. And it took them that they worked with her in that they didn't just throw her in jail right away, but she had several days she had to go. I don't know, like 2 or 3 weeks she had to go to jail for, but they let her break it up over the weekends, which was goofy to me. I mean, convenient, obviously, for someone trying to make it in this world in a weird way to go to jail for the weekend. You know, it's like detention overall. But certainly she got no credit for time served. She got no good behavior credit. And the damn sure wasn't just for 5 fucking days. So, and just back to the whole money and power thing, man. Oh, Paul Pelosi.
He needed a break from Nancy. I think he just went in there. I just think he just went in there. And they actually kicked him out. Said, you know what, you can't stay the whole 5 days. We only can give you 2. Right. And it's like, fuck it, you got to go back home.
Right, you got to go back. Sorry, Paul.
Yeah, you know the scene in Goodfellas. You can't stay here. You got to go back.
This ain't the chill spot.
You got to go back. All right.
Yeah, while you talking about jail stuff, did y'all see that story about the therapist here that had a kid selling weed and she ain't getting no charges?
Oh man, I saw the little headline for that. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I'll be right back. I need another beer. Speaking of drinking, I need a beer.
Hell no. Application or you got to do an open interview.
I said, wow. You telling me this bitch don't get no charge?
I think you got to be 11 years old to work for her.
Boy.
My son about to be 11.
Crazy. Too crazy. No charges. It just baffled my mind, bro. Baffled my mind.
Subscribe to the Squadcast, please. And
that's a fact.
Tell your friend to tell a friend to tell a friend about it. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Junkyard as well.
That's a fact.
Hey, Sheffin.
So what was you saying, Black? What were you saying about another failure for our children in the state?
So we got a fucking therapist that was treating kids, I guess, that might have had injuries. I might be wrong on that part, but I know she was a therapist, but she was prescribing different medications, but she was selling weed. She had a fucking teenager selling weed for her. Motherfucking gets caught, but she don't get no time. Only in the state of Iowa, boy. This shit's a joke. Get the fuck out of here.
What she do? What, lose her license? Get reprimanded by the state? Something like that, I bet.
Maybe to that effect, but she didn't go to jail. Fuck you mean? She should be locked up. You got a minor selling drugs.
Well, I mean, weed is almost legal, so is it a bad thing or a good thing?
Well, we got to look at this with a bit of sensibility, Godmother, because weed certainly is damn near legal in the state, and in some levels, it actually is legal, right? So, but you know, and I know, and damn sure a trained therapist would know if there's anyone who shouldn't have a weed, it is a teenager. But furthermore, you also shouldn't get this kid to sell weed for you.
These
like that is just like when you're applying for the job.
How did she not lock up?
Describing like if we needed you to sell weed, how would you do it? And let alone if you wrote down the answer, well, I just had the kids do it. That's how I do it. I would just multiply the force here. Like there's no way that's ever coming up as appropriate behavior. Any job description.
I just don't understand. And then how about I got one more, which is really fucked up, and RIP to the man that lost his life. The football player Aqib Talib. It was it's probably been about a week or two ago. But when I first seen this little video, it was basically some kids in the All-American, just like Lil G. And I guess an altercation happens, and one of the dudes shoots a coach like 6 times point blank. It's Aqib Talib and his brother. And what's crazy is before I even really could see what the fuck was going on in the video, I just read the comments. Everybody's blaming Aqib Talib, saying that he was the aggressor and the reason why that shit went off the way it did. Like, it just fucked up that kids can't go out there and have fun and be kids without adults fucking some shit up.
Right. Adults getting into it at these kids' events is fucking bonkers, man. You know what I mean? I don't understand it, but
kids how to be able to act, and then you do some shit like that.
Right. Exactly. I mean, that's exactly what you're doing. You're just asking for the repeated behavior in the near future, you know? So when one of us are fighting with some motherfucker who just won't make the burger, we'll know that his parents were the ones fighting at the soccer games when they was little. You know what I mean? Like, oh, just make the burger, motherfucker. Like, oh, I see. Your parents ruined you. I see. That's what happened.
Yeah, I saw that shit. That shit was wild, man. I ain't really see the story, like the details of it. I just seen the headline and just like, what? That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So RIP to that brother. You know what I'm saying? I know that the kids is devastated. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be another mental
traumatizing them kids to do that shit
traumatization that the black kid you gonna have to grow up with. You know what I'm saying? So hey, this shit is crazy, man.
My bad.
You eating pizza, Godmother? I had pizza for dinner myself.
I got too much in my hand.
I'm really just getting exhausted with everyone just wanting to kill people who they are having confrontation with. Yeah. I mean, confrontation is pretty normal. You know, we get in confrontations as children, and we learn how to resolve them by either, using some physical force to settle our differences, or our words. But we don't kill, and that should translate on into adulthood. So I don't know
in the world for me to kill a man.
Where the gap is
like that.
I don't get it.
Well,
I just don't understand.
I mean, there's plenty of violence around me as a child, but none of it was ever to kill someone else. Not in the way that like someone's like, oh, this is normal behavior. Every time someone ever killed someone, no, that's really bad. We don't do that. You know what I mean? So we don't oh, did he scare you? Go ahead, kill him.
We don't live in the era where people want to fight no more. You know what I'm saying? You used to be able to, put the gloves on, or saying y'all scrap it out, whatever the case may be. And then at the end of the day, you would just take your loss as a man and you just keep pushing. But now with guns everywhere, people egos, you know what I'm saying, and shit like that, the slightest thing, motherfuckers want to pull out guns and start, you know what I'm saying, and the age, these it's young kids too walking around strapped up. It's like it's crazy. I'm talking about like 12,
Yeah.
13, 14 in high school, stuff like that. And it's just like, how do you even get this mentality that you need to have that at that age? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing with yourself to why you feel like you got to have that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me.
Are those group of kids, I think it was in the Bronx, who beat that cabbie to death after they ran out on their cab fare and shit. Like, their reaction to that was to kill that man, to do anything they can to stop him from pursuing his little cab fare. And if that meant death, that's where that shit was gonna go.
Some kids beat the shit out of an old man in Philadelphia a while ago with a street cone. Beat him.
Right.
And he died in the hospital. And the youngest person that was with them that beat that man was 10 years old.
What?
Yeah. Right. About to be charged with murder. 10 years old.
Damn.
I think it just, speaks to the importance of parenting. Watching your kids, teaching your kids the right thing.
It ain't always parenting, because kids go outside of parenting and
that's
go
fair.
with friends that are manipulative, or just, okay, I'm with this person. Okay, if this is what they're doing, let me do this. Let me try. We don't know that they're doing it. They don't come tell us like, Mom, I went out here and tried to fucking rob somebody yesterday with my friends, but it didn't work out. So I think I'm gonna leave that out. No, they just right. So it's like we can't control it. So it's not, as far as parenting goes, it's more so the influences on your kids that they're around.
And that's a good point. The other day I saw some kids.
But we can't control it either, because I don't want to keep my kid in the house and not be able to live his life because there's people at the park that are doing things differently than he does. You know what I'm saying? So like it's all crazy, but
right.
Nobody.
And that's why I always say it's about what you instill into your child, because regardless of what his friends talking about doing, if you instill those certain values in him, he's not gonna be no follower anyway. If he know that they about to go do some fuck shit, he should be backing away of you, in my mind. But like you said, you can't control how your kid gonna react to certain things or want to be around people. But
easily influenced, gonna go with the flow. Like it ain't nothing maybe too serious, but it's still like I'm outside. I don't want to go home type. Like let's go. I'm not gonna be in. I'm gonna stand back here, but still being in the.
I was just there, Mama. They beat that man with the cone. I was just there.
Wrong time. Sometimes is a bad thing too. So it's like you still can't control what your kids do outside of you, because they said I'm going to such and such house. I'm going here, so okay, I know you're there. So if anything happens, I would assume that their parents would call me. If they don't, I assume nothing happened. But if something happened under supervision, then I'm still going to assume that her kid was outside. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's not our fault. Like they tell us stories just to get outside, or just get out there. I'm going to such house. Probably going 35 blocks down the way, like to do it. and get caught up. Tragedy,
well, the question is then, when you were a teenager, were you going with the flow, or was the flow going with you?
Look, my mom was evil as hell. So if I ain't had no problem, so she'll drop me off, but she'll pick me up, but she ain't dropping me off. But most of the time, she ain't picking me up if it's dark. So everything is canceled. So it depends on the situation, to where I'll be like, look, my mama said she ain't picking me up after this time. Motherfucker gotta go.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm grounded if I don't. But sometimes I'll call her like, can I stay the night? Ooh, like, it wasn't that serious. Like I wasn't out there like that, but like when it comes to drama and gunplay, let's take me home, because I know I live very far. Before y'all go,
right. Me too. I was not one for peer pressure. I was always the first person to be like, yeah, that don't seem like a good idea. somebody's gonna get hurt. Oh, that's illegal. let's rethink that. Like, listen, we got 10 seconds. That's all the time we got. We got 10 seconds to do it, then we gotta stop doing it after that, guys. We gotta put limits to this shit if we want to make it. All right.
I don't know, it was different. It was different for me.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was different for me too.
It was way different for me. Because like motherfuckers knew the shit was wrong, but motherfuckers still was doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like we was fighting, we was having block wars, we was walking around with straps, we was, you know, I was shot at 13 or 14. Like, I mean, like, it's, come on, like,
right,
you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like no peer pressure, nothing. Like them my guys, you know what I'm saying? This is my neighborhood, you know what I'm saying? These are these people I grew up with, you know what I'm saying? I've been knowing these people my whole life, you know what I'm saying? Like, the era I come up in, you ride for your neighborhood. You don't let nobody, you know what I'm saying, come in and do no crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? That's basically kind of like what it was. It wasn't like we was out here looking for trouble and starting trouble, you know what I'm saying? It was just shit just happens, you know what I'm saying? But at that time, just like, do you man up and you roll with it, or do you get your whatchamacallit on in Boys in the Hood and you get out? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like Cuz said, I mean, shit, because growing up in Bossville, you either roll with everybody or your ass got rolled on. So it's about being with the neighborhood. For the most part, I mean, I was never really a follower. Like I said, I knew that those was my homies, but I started working at like 16, 17. So I wasn't just hanging on the block. Now I might have been drinking, you know what I'm saying? I always, like I said, I always hung with older motherfuckers. So after I would get off work, I would be doing shit I shouldn't be doing as a teenager, but I'm hanging with older motherfuckers.
Right. I'm cool.
I'm just saying.
I'm with a grown up. The grown ain't gonna call you if anything.
Yo, I tell my kids I did enough bad shit that they don't have to do none of that shit. Trust me. Like, I tell them all the time, like, you ain't got to worry about it.
What did your mom say that to you in some sort of way? Your dad or anything say that to you?
No, my grandmother didn't like what I was doing. That's how I got sent here. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I was just wilding out. It was just it got to the point where she just couldn't take it no more.
When your kid, if your kid knows anything of your past history of where you came from, which
they know.
You exactly. So a lot of times they
we ain't catching none of that.
No,
it sounded like it was brilliant too.
Yeah,
just the whole finger motion and everything was like you was dropping some jewels, but
we can't hear you, G.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, there you go.
You back.
There you go.
So what I'm saying pretty much is like whatever we went through as kids and our parents went through, or you telling your kids what you went through and, you know, letting them know, or even just like, daddy was the man, mama was, I was out here, you know what I'm saying? But they listen to that, and sometimes they click to a certain part of the story that is not necessary that you want them to click to, but it's like, you did that. You didn't go to school. You didn't finish school.
But you got to make sure that you give them the end result of the bad decision. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always
not just
say,
the action. What's the reaction?
Like, because I did this is what happened. You know what I'm saying? Like,
but it don't matter. But it's like dad got away with this for so long.
I see what you're saying.
But I'm just saying, like, there's still points that we don't, like, as parents now, like, we're on our kids when we was just sitting there like, hey, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna be like that. My mom was tripping. Be outside. Hell the fuck no. I know what my mom was talking about.
Just lie to them until I was in Bible study till I was 25. Now get in the car. Let's go. Okay. That's all I did.
But times is different, you know, like, growing up, like, they steadily get more smarter, like being like disrespectful or knowledge, like, but they're being disrespectful, like I'm older now, or I ain't doing nothing wrong, or
that's
like,
a fact.
You start smelling yourself.
You know what I'm saying?
As they said.
Smelling yourself. And it just be like, look, I ain't trying to predict your whole life. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to tell you what I need to tell you so that you hear it play it back when you're sitting in them pearly little jail gates. If that's where you end up, you got to call me, and I'm gonna tell you the same thing over again, and you don't want to hear that, especially behind bars. So I'm just letting you know. I play videos, all types of stuff. Look at this slavery. Oh, look at this. You go to foster care and they put your ass in the basement. What?
All I'm gonna say is these kids never got told their ass was gonna be given up for adoption, and it shows. Fuck out of here.
I can't believe he just said that.
I'm telling you, bro. My mom used to say that kind of shit. Do you want to be what the fuck she used to say? I forgot, but it was scary. Like, man, please, you crazy as hell. No, mommy, don't. Get your ass out of here.
No, man, that's terrorism, man. That scared the shit out of you.
Damn.
They're like, hey, if you don't go to bed, the boogeyman's gonna care. Chop your feet off.
Stupid.
Jeez Louise.
I'm just saying.
Okay, well, I think really the takeaway there is watch them kids, man. All right. Well, however good a parent you are, I think you are, the odds are still against them. All right. Remember, the average life expectancy is only an average.
Hey,
all right. You can affect that.
You can give your kids everything and treat them the best, and can be
I
raising
still be
Menendez brothers.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a good point, huh? Wake up middle of the night, this motherfucker standing over you with a knife, and it's over, man.
Hey,
okay.
Hey, they shotgunned their parents to death, bro, and they was rich. They had everything. Come on, man.
Man, and that kid about 5-10 years ago up north in Iowa, who I think he killed the gym teacher or something like that, and his parents were terrified of him. And they would lock themselves in their bedroom at night when this kid, when they went to sleep. And that's where I draw the line. That's where I'm like, you know what? I gotta get the state involved because I got this fucking psychopath who I'm terrified of. I'll be locking I create a fire hazard to prevent this fool from stabbing me in the middle of the night. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, I feel for them. It's got to be a tough decision, but that's my line. When I'm scared of the kid, no. I can't lock the door.
That kid has never got a whooping in his life.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
didn't, I mean, it sounded like he had some mental issues aside from however the parenting was, but right, I don't think he ever got a whooping either. So on top of that,
that's what triggered it the first time they raised that bell. Like, what the fuck are you doing? What? Make me some oatmeal. Look.
Hey, the whole time they raising a Mikey Myers.
Right, So do your best, do right by them kids. So at least you can throw that in their face as they're killing you. All right, you be like, I can't believe you, But if because if you did the wrong thing and they doing you in, you be like, well, I kind of had this coming.
Yeah, well,
I kind of had this coming.
If that's how you want to spin it, I guess.
Karma's a motherfucker, parents. Right?
Yeah.
Don't think you can just beat on your kids because you got the power right now. They decide to go Menendez brothers on you. It's over.
That's a fact. That's a fact. It could happen. You never know.
Well, guys, I think that's actually a good place to wrap up the show. As we have been talking about in the messages here, this is actually going to be a Junkyard Gang / Squadcast Gang mashup episode. All right, we're going to have a brief intermission here between now and roughly 8:30. We're to send the invites out to the other crew. I know Jesse won't be joining us. It's his wife's birthday, so happy birthday to Abigail.
Happy birthday, Abby. Happy birthday.
I said happy birthday, do some drugs. That's what was my message. My happy birthday to her. Hey, it's her birthday. She's allowed. Come on, bro. Don't do that. Don't limit her.
He's talking about tobacco. He's talking about tobacco.
Whatever you want to put in that category, do it. Yeah, do a lot of it. It's your birthday.
For YouTube purposes, he's talking about tobacco.
That's fair, brother.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah, I don't know if you guys got time. Obviously, I do have already set aside the time. So I don't know if everyone's got about 5 or 10 minutes. I'm gonna step away for a second, use the restroom. Godmother, you leaving us? Got you. Well, I appreciate you blessing us with your presence for the first
time. Glad to be back.
Absolutely. We'll catch you on the next one.
Be smooth.
Subscribe to the channel.
All right, so that will be the end of the Squadcast channel. We'll do some clever, wow editing of the Squadcast episode. Excuse me, clever editing to actually chop this up. But we will post both the Squadcast and the Junkyard Gang episode on both channels, just to share the love and what have you. So we got about 10 minutes, gentlemen. I'm gonna step away here for a second myself. 5-10 minutes. You guys take a break. I'm gonna send the invites to the rest of the crew there. And we'll be back for the Junkyard Gang, okay?
All right.
Yeah.
Peace out.
All right, y'all.
One.